Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to solve the medicinal chemistry question bank as per RJHS. For 4th semester, the question bank is available in the form of unit wise. Starting from the first unit, 5 marks. The first question is, what is phase 1 biotransformation? Discuss any two oxidative reaction. And the answer, phase 1 is non-synthetic or non-conjugative phase include reaction which catalyzes oxidation, reduction and hydrolysis of drug. In phase 1 reaction, small functional groups are added like hydroxyl group, amino group and carboxylic groups etc. for the lipid soluble drug so that the resulting products may be undergo into the further reaction, that is phase 2, which results in activation or change in the inactivation of drug. Phase 1 metabolism is also called as functionalization reaction because in these phase 1 reactions the small polar functional groups are added like hydroxyl, amino group, carboxylic group etc. So it is also called as functionalization reaction. So the two oxidative reactions are, number one, the oxidative reactions are more important in metabolic reaction as the energy in animals derived from the oxidative combustion of organic molecule. The combustion in the sense combine of the amino group and hydroxyl group and carboxylic group. So these are the combustion of oxidative reaction that containing carbon, hydrogen atoms or molecules or the enzymes. Number second, the oxidative reactions are important for drug because they increase the hydrolipophicity of the drug because the functional groups such as hydroxyl groups are added in these reaction. Number third, oxidation of drugs is non-specifically catalyzed by a number of enzymes that are located in the microsomes, and some oxidation reactions are also catalyzed by non-microsomal enzymes or atoms or molecules. Example, aldehyde dehydrogenase. Number 4, the most important group, the most important character or the most important property of the oxidative enzymes are microsomal monooxygenase or mixed functional oxidase MFO. The enzyme, the atom, the molecule that are located mainly in the hepatic endoplasmic reticulum. Hepatic in the sense of mostly liver. So the mixed function oxidase name or it is termed or it is proposed in order to characterize the mixed function of oxygen molecule which is essential required by the number of enzymes located in the microsomes. So the mixed function oxidase was proposed to characterize the mixture of the functional group or oxygen hydroxyl groups or carboxylic groups that are located in the microsome. The term monooxygenase for the enzymes was proposed as they incorporate only one atom of molecule oxygen into the organic substrate with the concentration reduction of the second oxygen atom to water. The monooxygenase enzymes was proposed to incorporate the one atom to the other atom for the reduction of the concentration for oxygen atom to produce water. Overall, the stereochemistry of the reaction involving the substrate RH which yields or give the product ROH is given by the following. So the reaction is RH plus oxygen plus NADPH plus H plus NADPH meanwhile come in the HMP stunt pathway in biosynthesis which reacts with mixed functional oxidase MFO that gives the product ROH hydroxyl group plus water plus NADP. The most important component of mixed function oxidase is cytochrome P450 because that binds the substrate and activates oxygen, that binds or that block the substrate and activate the oxygen. The wide distribution of cytochrome P415 containing mixed function oxidase is varying organs make it important group of enzyme or atom molecule which involve in the phase 1 biotransformation of drug. So coming to the next question, what is phase 2 biotransformation? Discuss any two conjugative reaction, and the answer is phase 2 biotransformation consists of adding hydrophilic groups to the original molecule. This consists by adding the hydrophilic group to the original molecule. A toxic intermediate or a non-toxic metabolite formed in the phase 1 that requires further transformation to increase its polarity. So for the phase 1 reaction, to get into the further reaction for the further polarity or the further transformation, so phase 2 gets the biotransformation of further reaction of hydrophilic groups to the original molecule, or it is also known as conjugation reaction. The phase 2 biotransformation is also known as conjugation reaction. This reaction includes conjugation reaction, gluconoridation, acetylation, sulfation, methylation, and gluconoridation with thiosulfate. These are all the reactions that includes in the phase 2 biotransformation or conjugation reaction. It involves the conjugation of functional group of molecules with hydrophilic endogenous substrate. Transformation of conjugate is formed with drug or it metabolites to form in the phase 1 reaction. The two in the question, what they given, discuss any two conjugation reaction. So the two conjugation reactions are conjugation with gluconoric acid means gluconoridation, and conjugation with acetyl group, that is acylation. The first one is conjugation with gluconoric acid or gluconoridation. Number 1, conjugation with gluconoric acid is most important phase 2 reaction in vertebrates. So the biochemical donor of gluconoric acid is uridine diphosphate and D-gluconoric acid. That react and carried out the enzyme is uridine diphosphate gluconyl transferase. The gluconyl transferase is present in the microsome of most tissue, but liver is the most active site of gluconoride synthesis. A large number of drugs undergoes into the gluconoridation, including morphine, paracetamol, etc. Certain endogenous substrates such as steroids, bilirubin, catechols, and thyroxines are also form gluconorides. The number 2 is conjugation with acetyl group means acetylation. The conjugation with acetylation is most important metabolic pathway for drugs that containing amino groups. The cofactor or the CoA, the cofactor for the reaction is acetyl coenzyme, in the sense CoA, acetyl CoA, and the enzymes are non-microsomal. So N-acetylation transferase located in the soluble fraction of cells of various tissues. Acetylation is not a true detoxification. It is not a true detoxification process because it results in decrease in the water solubility. It decreases the water solubility of the amine and thus increases its toxicity. So The acetylation is not a pure or a true detoxification process because it decreases the water solubility of the amine and increases the toxicity of the drug. Example, sulfonamides. Acetylation is a primary route of biotransformation of sulfonamides compound. The sulfonamides compounds is the primary transformation or a primary biotransformation route for acylation. Conjugation with amino acid, as it is also known there, the conjugation with the amino acid, though it occurs due to limited extent because the availability of the amino acid are most important in the reaction which involves conjugation with glycine. Example, salicylic acid, nicotinic acid and cholic acid. Then question number 3, write the factors affecting drug metabolism. The question number 3 is write the factors affecting metabolism, and the answer is there are 4 factors. Number 1, chemical factor, number 2, biological factor, and number 3, physico-chemical properties of the drug. In number 1, the chemical factor that consists of sub-part which is enzyme induction, enzyme inhibition, environmental, chemical and biological factor. In that, the sub-part is age, diet, sex difference, species difference, strain difference, altered physiological factor, and the number 3 is physico-chemical properties of the drug. We shall see the number 1, that is chemical factors. Number 1, enzyme induction. The enzyme induction is the phenomenon of increased the drug metabolizing ability of enzyme by several drugs and chemicals is called enzyme induction. It increases the drug metabolism ability of the enzyme for several drugs and chemicals. Number 2, enzyme inhibition. In enzyme inhibition, there are 2 types, direct inhibition and indirect inhibition. The direct inhibition interact the enzyme site or the place or the shape that the net outcome being a change in the enzyme activity. The indirect enzyme inhibition is caused due to the repression or altered physiology. It may changes the physiology of the drug compound or it may changes the physiology of the enzyme. Number 3, environmental chemicals. Several environmental chemicals or agents influence the drug metabolism ability of the enzyme. Example, halogenated pesticides such as DDT that contain cigarette smoke have enzyme induction effect. The other environmental factors that may influence the drug metabolism are temperature, altitude, pressure, atmosphere, etc. And coming to the next second point, that is biological factor. In biological factor, there are subparts: age, diet, sex difference, strain difference, and that's all. So the first one is age. The drug metabolic rate in the different age group differs mainly due to the variables in the enzymes content, enzyme activity and hemodynamic. Number 2, the diet. Low protein diet decreases the and high protein diet increases the drug metabolism activity. So the protein synthesis or the enzyme synthesis promoted by diet protein is also rises the level of amino acid for conjugation with drugs. Number 3, sex difference. Since variations between the males and females are observed due to the puberty or the sex, the difference related between the difference in the rate of the metabolism may be due to sex hormone such as sex difference are widely studied in rat males, mainly in rat males that have greater drug metabolism capacity, whereas in compared to rat females, they doesn't have the greater drug metabolism capacity. Next, species difference. It has been observed in both phase 1 and phase 2 reaction. In phase 1, both qualitative and quantitative variation in enzymes and their activity has been observed. Qualitative difference among the species. Strain difference, just the difference in the drug metabolism. The ability between the different species are attributed to genetic. The differences are observed between the strains and the same species also. Number third, physicochemical properties of the drug. Molecular size and shape, pKa, acidity, basicity, lipophility, and the steric and electronic characteristics of the drug influence the interaction with the active sites of enzymes which metabolize the subject. However, such as interrelationship is not clearly understood. The therapeutic efficacy, toxicity, and biological half-life of a drug generally great depends upon the metabolism of the drug. The effect of the metabolism of the drug. Question number 4. Define biotransformation. What is the importance? Define biotransformation and what is the importance of the biotransformation? Write the sites of the biotransformation. So, the biotransformation is a metabolic process that takes place only or most actively in liver and helps to facilitate the excretion of both endogenous and exogenous substance. The importance of biotransformation are the biotransformation is chemically modify or metabolize poorly excretable lipophilic compound. The biotransformation is chemically metabolized and poorly excretable lipophilic compounds to more hydrophilic chemicals that are readily excreted in urine and or bile without metabolizing. The lipophilic xenobiotic accumulate in the biota, which increasing in the potential of the toxicity. For example, such compounds are highly halogenated polychlorinated biphenyls and polychlorinated dibenzofurans and dioxins. These are the some examples of the highly halogenated compounds that occurs and reduces tissues in human. So biotransformation is normally not required for the biotransformation is usually not required for xenobiotic with higher water solubility because it has rapid excretion in urine. Two or more subsequental enzymatic reactions are routinely required to convert lipophilic chemicals to metabolite that are efficiently excreted. So, the biotransformation studies are classified to different pathways such as phase 1, phase 2. In phase 1, the pathway are differ as oxidation, reduction and hydrolysis reactions. In phase 2, the pathway is differ as conjugation with glucuronidation, conjugation with acylation, conjugation with methylation, etc. So, some compounds contain functional group that are site of direct conjugation, like example hydroxyl group, amino group or carboxylic group. So, sites of biotransformation are Number one, liver. Liver is the most important active hepatic site of the biotransformation. The primary site for metabolism is almost all drugs because it relatively rich in the large variety of metabolism enzymes. So other than liver, then kidney, plasma, etc. are the sites of biotransformation. So most of the drug metabolism activity is found in smooth endoplasmic reticulum and cytosol. The drug metabolism can also occur in mitochondria, nuclear envelope and plasma membrane. The secondary of the biotransformation, as I said you, kidney, which is proximal tubule, lungs, type 2 cells, testes, stereo cells, and skin, epithelial cell, plasma, nervous tissue, brain and intestine. Question number 5, discuss the role of gluconoric acid and glycine in biotransformation. The gluconoric acid is the conjugation reaction of phase 2 biotransformation, and same as the glycine is the phase 2 reaction of conjugation of biotransformation, that is phase 2. So conjugation of gluconoric acid is most common and most important phase that I have said in the question number 2. So this is the continuation for phase 2 answer, question number 2 answer. So we'll see the glycine. Number 1, synthesis of heme. Conjugation of glycine or the role of the glycine in biotransformation. So synthesis with heme, glycine along with succinyl CoA, in the sense cofactor enzyme, coenzyme A, serve as a precursor of heme synthesis. Synthesis of glutathione, the formation of biological important peptide glutathione, formation of purine ring, formation of bile acids. Glycine are involved in detoxification reactions, even the acylation or acetylation, which doesn't pure the true detoxification. The glycine involves in the detoxification reaction. Then synthesis of creatinine, collagen formation, glycine with glucogenic amino acid synthesis. Glycine is constitute of various tissues, proteins, hormones and enzymes. So question number 6, explain the role of cytochrome P450 in biotransformation. The role of cytochrome P450, which describe in the question number 6, because the role of the cytochrome P450 in biotransformation is most important or more important for the further reaction or the further transformation of phase 2. The general equation describing the oxidation of many xenobiotics forming a metabolite hydroxyl group. As I said you, it is most important for phase 2 biotransformation. So the mixed function in biotransformation with monooxygenase. So the oxidative process, one atom of molecular oxygen is introduced to the substrate or binds to the substrate, which catalyzes with mixed function oxygenase, which gives the result or yield hydroxyl group and other oxygen atom incorporated in water. So the cytochrome P450, which present as the highest amount in the liver and small intestine, but are probably present in the all tissues. In liver, the most of the tissues, they are present mainly in the membrane of
endoplasmic reticulum, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, or cytosol. The adrenal gland, they are found in mitochondria as well as in the endoplasmic reticulum. The various hydroxyl is present in that organ, which plays an important role in cholesterol and steroid biosynthesis. They are membrane bound proteins, means the cytochrome P450 are membrane bound proteins, and they have appropriate molecular weight with 50 kd and contain heme moiety, which we have seen already in glycine conjugation with glycine. There are about 30 human cytochrome P450 enzymes. So they are involved in metabolism of many drugs and dietary substances, than steroid hormones, extra lipid signal molecules, and P4 cytochrome P450 is a monooxygenase enzyme family. The major catalysts are drug and endogenous compounds in liver, kidney, GIT tract, skin, lungs, etc. So the reductase serve as the electron source for the oxidative reaction cycle. Question number 7. Write in detail ionization and solubility as an important physicochemical parameter. The ionization and solubility are the important physicochemical parameter. So we'll move to the answer. Ionization. The first ionization energy is required to remove most loosely electron from 1 mole of gaseous atom to produce 1 mole of gaseous ion. The removal of electron of 1 mole gaseous atom to produce 1 mole of gaseous ion with a charge of +1. So most of the drugs are either weak acids or weak base that can exist in either ionized or unionized state. The ionization is a protonation or deprotonation in charged molecules. The ionization of drug absorptions depend upon its pKa and pH value. The rate of the drug absorption is directly proposed to the concentration of the drug, or the directly proportional to the concentration of the drug, but not to the concentration of the drug absorption site. It is proportional to the concentration of the drug but not to the concentration of the drug absorption site. So unionized form helps the drug to cross the cell membrane. The example for ionization, these are according to the Henderson equation. For acids, the pKa value is pH minus pKa is equals to log ionized by unionized drug molecule. For the base, the pH and pKa is log unionized by ionized molecule. So the percentage, by dividing or multiplying the percentage ionization, is 100 by 1 plus 10 pH minus pKa. When an acid or base is 50% or half of the ionized is, pH will become equal to pKa. Next, the solubility of the substance. So the solubility of the substance at the given temperature, which defines the concentration of the dissolved solute which is in equilibrium with the solid solute. Then the atoms and the molecules of all organic substance are held together by the various types of bond, like hydrogen, dipole-dipole, ionic bond, etc. These are the forces that are involved in the solubility, because it has the solvent-solvent, solute-solvent, solute-solute interaction that governs by the or that state or that stated that by the solubility. Methods to improve the solubility of the drug are structural modification, use of co-solvents, employing surfactants, and complexation. Importance of solubility. The importance of solubility are, it is important for the pharmacist because it governs or state the preparation of liquid dosage form, because it governs the preparation of the liquid dosage form, and the drug must be in solution before it is absorbed by the body. When the body get absorbed, the solubility gets prepared in the form of liquid dosage form or in the form of a drug molecule. The drug must be in the solution to interact with the receptor. The drug must be in the solution to interact with the receptor or the enzymes which are present in our body. So the question number 8 is, add a note on hydrogen bonding and protein binding. Number 1, hydrogen bonding. The hydrogen bond is a special dipole-dipole interaction between the hydrogen atom in a polar bond such as NH, OH or FH. The electronegative atoms like O, N, F atoms. Dipole results in the unequal sharing of electron between the atoms with a covalent bond. These are weak bonds and denoted as a dotted lines. So the compounds that are capable of forming a hydrogen bond is soluble in water. The hydrogen bonding is classified into two types, that is intermolecule or intramolecular hydrogen bonding. So the intramolecular hydrogen bonding occurs within two atoms of same molecules. These types of bondings is also known as chelation and frequently occurs in the organic compound. Sometimes the hydrogen bond develop 6 or 5 member rings due to decrease in the boiling point, such as salicylic acid and O-nitrophenols. Hydrogen bonding and biological action. These are the example of hydrogen bonding with their biological actions. So effect of hydrogen bondings are, number 1, boiling point. It affects the boiling point and the melting point, and it also affects the water solubility, strength of acid, electroscopic property or spectroscopic property, the surface tension and the viscosity of the molecule or the atom. With they affect the or they altered the biological products and drug receptor interaction. So number 2, protein binding. Protein binding are reversible binding of protein with non-specific and functional site of the body. So protein without showing any biological effect is called protein binding. Protein plus drug which catalyzes and gives the yield protein plus drug complex. So depending upon whether the drug is weak or a strong, acid, base or a neutral, it can bind or substrate the single blood protein to multiple proteins. It binds or blood proteins to multiple proteins. The most significant protein involved in the binding of the drug is albumin. The binding drug is most involved in the protein, that is albumin, which compromises more than half of the blood protein, which gives or which succeeds the half of the blood protein. So the percentage of total plasma concentration of protein or the plasma protein is the total plasma concentration, which is dt equals to df in the sense free drug plus dp means drug protein complex. Question number 9. Explain the role of solubility and partition coefficient. The solubility refer question number 7. I have already explained in the question number 7. Will continue with the partition coefficient. So the partition coefficient is defined as an equilibrium constant of drug concentration for unionized molecule in two phases, in two characters. So the number 1, partition coefficient is one of the physico-chemical parameter with the influencing of the drug transport and the drug distribution, the way in the drug reaches to the site of the action from the site of the application. So it is widely used in QSAR, SAR, structural activity relationship. Partition coefficient are difficult to measure in the living system, so they usually determined in vitro 1 octanol as a lipid phase and phosphate buffer of pH 7.4 in the aqueous phase. So it usually determines in the in vitro form, that is 1 octanol in the lipid phase and pH 7.4 in aqueous phase. So the partition coefficient P is dimensionless and its logarithm log P is widely used as the measure of the lipophility. The log P is widely measured by the following methods, that are shake flask method and chromatographic method, that is HPLC. The importance of partition coefficients, so the factors such as absorption, excretion and penetration of the central nervous system may be related to the log P value of the drug. The drug show design with lowest possible products, so the log P reduces the toxicity, non-specific binding or non-specific substrate and the bioavailability. So thank you so much. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel, and the next question I will give maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.